two hair dryers, the Shark HyperAir and the TYMO AirHype Lite, which costs about half of what the Shark hair dryer costs. I'm gonna compare both of these, one on each side of my head, and see which one comes out on top. All right, so this side just finished drying with the Shark dryer and diffuser. Let me show you how long that took. 5 minutes, 37 seconds. So that's how long it took me to dry this side. And now I'm gonna go in and wet this side a little bit again so that it's the same as the other side was, because it's a little bit of air drying during those 5 minutes. And I am going to now diffuse this side with the TYMO AirHype Lite. All right, all done with this side using the AirHype Lite dryer. Now let me show you how long that one took. 4 minutes and 27 seconds. So it was a whole minute faster than the Shark, and that's considering this side of my head has less hair and it typically dries faster. So I'm surprised that this actually dried my hair faster than the Shark did. Genuinely, I'm surprised by that. I also have the same definition, if not slightly better on this side. It looks like less frizzy to me. I've got the same amount of volume. I mean, it's slightly better results with the AirHype, so I'm pretty shocked by that, especially using this diffuser bowl, which I really don't like as much as the Shark one. I just prefer that the Shark's bowl is bigger. I can get more hair to coil in there. It gets less wonky. Like, I've got a couple of wonky pieces, for example this one, a couple of ones that kind of stay longer, so I have to kind of make sure that I'm not crimping as I push the hair up. Make sure that I don't like do this, because then this stuff up here, you know, is not really correct. So I don't put it all the way up. I kind of just hold it up to here with my fingers, lifting the hair up from the scalp. And actually that gave me a little bit more lift. I did the same thing on this side, but it's just a little different because of the way the diffuser bowl is. So this might be better because of the lift I was able to get. Honestly, I'm really surprised. So let's talk about why, or the differences between these two dryers and why you would want to use a high-speed air dryer and so on. So both of these are considered high-speed air dryers, meaning they blow really fast, they blow hard. So the AirHype Lite from TYMO, according to their product packaging, says it is the most powerful on the market. There's no way for me to verify that. That's what they say. But I did find that because it's got the multiple speed settings, it is a little stronger. The high speed is a little bit stronger than the Sharks, and I find the Sharks to be pretty strong. I pretty much only used this one on medium and low, and I found with this one I was using the first and second setting, so the same, because it has 3 speed settings, so it's about the same. I found the high to be just a little bit, it blows a little more, and that could just be because the bowl is smaller, and so the air is hitting the hair sooner than with the Shark hair dryer. But I used it on low and medium the whole time and worked great. My hair wasn't flying around too much. Now it also has 4 heat settings, which I love. The Shark only has 3, which you can access from the buttons on the side, and then you have the cool shot that you can press and hold in the front. So this one's similar because it's got 4, it's got room temperature, and then the 3 other settings are 140 degrees, 180 degrees, and 210 degrees. But it's not like a cool shot button that you have to hold. You just set it to the temperature you want. So let me show you what that looks like. Well, let's turn it on first. So the on button is back here. So if you go up, that's room temperature, and if you go down, that turns it on to the heat setting. So in the middle, and here's how you can tell what setting the heat is at. So see how as I press the heat button to get hotter, the orange kind of fills the hole, and if I press it again, I'm back to the room temperature settings. This is room temperature air, and then the air speed is this one up here, so you can see low, medium, high by how much the blue light is, or how high it is. So that's really cool. I like the visual that you can see what settings are at, similar to the Shark's visual here with the lights on the sides. But I love, which is the same thing I loved about the previous TYMO hairdryer, that the cool shop button is not a press and hold. I hate that so much. I just want it to blow room temperature air the whole time. Like I want to turn it on and blow and be able to like use it all around my hair without pressing and holding the button. So I really like that. And with this one, I find that with the design, it's slightly better than the previous one because I was accidentally turning on or pressing the heat and airspeed settings, and I don't have that with this one because I'm holding it down here. The buttons are high enough on the back and in the front that I'm not accidentally taking them on. So because you have so much control over the heat setting and it's got such low heat settings along with that high airspeed, this is going to result in no hair damage from heat. So you don't even need a heat protectant, which I love that about high-speed air dryers. It's such a great perk. You can skip that product. You don't need to add it. You don't need to worry about it. If your hair is damaged already and you're trying to like rehab your hair, then a high-speed air dryer is a really good choice because you don't have to deal with the heat damage that you get. Just make sure you're using it on one of the lower settings and you're not maxing it up. I think it's too hot anyway. Like I never could see myself using it on the high heat setting, any of these hair dryers, but just in case, don't do that. So I do like the design of this one compared to the Shark. It's slightly smaller, not by much. It's a little bit lighter, which is nice. For traveling, this would be fantastic. It's so small. I love how the diffuser has a magnetic attachment. It's pretty easy, and that's the same for the straightening nozzle. Oh, this is not the straightening nozzle. Here it is. Okay, straightening nozzle also attaches magnetically, which I prefer over the Shark's. I don't know, this one's just a little trickier to get on. The other one just gets on a little bit easier. So I do like the design. I do think it's a really good quality. I don't feel like I'd be sacrificing on quality by going with the TYMO over the Shark hairdryer at all. They feel so similar in my hands. Even the materials, like the colors, the feel of it, the cable is really nice and thick and heavy duty. Can't stand those little skinny plasticky cables that you get from the like drugstore hair dryers. This is really nice. I do like that with the diffuser, you can also bring the prongs out and in, just like the Shark one. But as I said before, I just wish this was a little bit deeper and the sides came out just a little bit more. If they made that change, I would really, really love it. I don't like the way my hair lays inside of this diffuser, so it's a little trickier getting it to lay and coil inside without creating wonky curls. But if you had shorter hair, this would be totally fine. It wouldn't even be a concern. So a big diffuser like this with a large, long prongs is better for longer hair. And since my hair is on the longer side, that's just what I prefer. But as you can see, I mean, this worked really well. You can't really tell that I used something different on each side. I mean, my hair dried pretty evenly, but I mean, I really do think this looks a little bit more defined than this side. This side's got a little more frizz, which is very interesting. All right, like I said, this one is less than half the cost of the Shark air dryers. So if money is what you're looking at and you're looking at a budget, this is a fantastic pick. And really, like, I feel like in all the boxes, it ticks everything the Shark dryer has. So why would you spend more money on the Shark? That's just my thoughts. Now, compared to the previous TYMO air dryer they sent me, it's nearly the same, it's just cheaper. Here's the old one. And so you can see it's almost the same size. This is a different color, but it's a very similar design. This is just slightly smaller. And I think they work about the same. It's the same diffuser, so the attachments fit on both of them. This was just a little bit cheaper, so I would go with this one. I think it's a fantastic pick, a great hair dryer. I am going to keep this one and probably stick it in my daughter's bathroom to use, for her to use, especially because her hair takes such a long time to dry, and we can take this one on when we travel. And I like having two hair dryers because one time I had, I can't remember what hair dryer it was that I had, but I've been using it for like 2 or 3 years. And one day I went to dry my hair and it just had blown up. It just didn't turn on. It wasn't working. And I was like, oh my God, I don't have something else I can use. So I like having a backup. Just in case one breaks, then you can just pull the other one out. So that is my comparison between the Shark HyperAir and the TYMO AirHype Lite hairdryer. You can find the link to purchase this hairdryer in the description underneath this video. Let me know if you've given the TYMO hairdryers, any of their products, a try in the comments, and let me know if you're gonna try this one out as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.